Was kind of expecting the music to loop again. It has not looped. Okay. Cool. I guess. That was that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Banished. This time a different save. We're going onto the Colonial Charters mod, as per the slight change in contrast. Bervlard is currently yes, the music ends with loud clicks. That's it, Bezdog. Yeah, so I've decided that I'm going to change gears with the game here. Whilst I could have kept, obviously playing on that current save Bervlard, and we could have grown the city to a rather major way. I really do fancy getting back into the Colonial Charters mod, so we're starting a new village with the mod installed. It's deathly quiet. So yeah. Oh my god, so late. I know, Mistiff. I apologise. Hello. Good to see you all. So yeah, this is the Colonial Charters mod. We have it enabled just in here, and there is a lot of stuff that this mod adds. A lot of stuff. Mods, buildings, you name it, new resources. We've got a lot of interesting things ahead of us. Thank you very much there, Sheep Wars. Cube wave to you, sir. Thank you very much. Evening Q. Perfect timing there. Thank you very much. And Dale Bears, thank you very much for the cube waffles there for 14 months. Thank you very much, Dale. Hello, folks. Good to see you. Okay, so for the early birds amongst us, we've obviously got to choose a town. So we'll come back to the name in a moment, because I like to think that the name of a village is reflected by the terrain and the area that it's starting in. So we need to choose a couple of things. I'm kind of interested in, I don't know whether I want to do a swamp town or something like that. Probably not like a marsh, but I'm not entirely sure. Swamp valleys, I don't know what the difference is. Bleak mountains, verdant plains, sand lakes, desert, red desert, swamp, water world, jungle rivers, and cold valleys. What do we think? Hello, folks. Good to see you all. Fantastic. I actually almost closed my eyes to sleep, but Q came on. I apologise, Mistiff. So yeah, what do we want to chill out playing today? Do we want to go off to like the cold valleys or something like that? It's an interesting. If it's swamp, it should be called Shrek. That's true. Desert would be an interesting one. Going out to the desert there, but it'd be interesting for wood and stuff. I don't know whether I'd play in the desert. It'd be interesting. Waterworld, swamp or Waterworld sounds interesting. Someone casts their vote for Waterworld. I really don't know what to expect from Waterworld. I'm sure it's going to be terrible. Plenty of fishing, but I imagine not much else. Why doesn't his mouse line up with stuff? Oh, is it doing that thing where the... Sorry, beg your pardon. Is it doing the thing where the resolution is all funky? Shouldn't be. No, it says it's the right resolution. Just fit to screen again. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to fix it now. I wonder if my game resolution... There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That should be lining up now. Thank you very much there, Frodson. Q is love, Q is life. Thank you very much, sir, for the 23 months. Nice to see you. Waterworld sounds fun. Plenty of people for Waterworld, then. My only concern about Waterworld is that we're not going to have much in the way of, like, natural resources that we can use for... getting materials and things.
You filthy animal.
Oh, wow, Eric, thank you very much.
Q, it being my birthday, I want to share the love for the couch.
Thank you very much there, Eric. That's very, very kind of you, sir. I also forgot to update the thing, didn't I? Yeah, we actually made the £3,500 target there, Eric, but thank you very much. It's all going into the Tiny Couch Fund still. It's just we've reached the minimum target that we set ourselves. So yeah. Okay, so I think people want to see Waterworld. I might go with Marsh instead. I know people wanted to see Waterworld, but I think Marsh would probably be slightly more interesting. What do we think? Marsh? We could go with Marsh. Let's go with Marsh. And then let's go with very large terrain size, because obviously that's what you want. You want to have very large terrain. In terms of climate, then, what do we want? I think we should... I don't know. What would... Tropical, no snow. Kind of weird, isn't it? What would be the climate in a marsh? Marine? I don't think that. Sure what marine. Don't know what marine is. Damn it, Q, update the fun then. I know, Crash Burn Mame, I apologise. I've got to figure out what I'm going to write for the not so tiny couch fun thing. We'll see. Tropical? I think tropical would make sense for a marsh. You wouldn't really get snow in the marshes. Yeah, too humid and stuff. Harsh, arid. That's more desert, I would say. Very hot and cold. Yeah, that's desert, I would say. Tropical with no snow, I think. Arctic. Yeah, sadly there's no Arctic one. Harsh and very harsh would be cool. We could always go with like an extremely cold like mountain village. Like, we could go cold valleys, very harsh, because that would be like fucking freezing. Which would be interesting. Cold valleys on very harsh is like a rough start. Like, it's very difficult. Beautifying the not so tiny couch fund. That's it. Thank you very much there, German. And yes, there we are, very much beautifying it in a way. Don't know the game models. Don't know the game really models arid. Never think that rainfall matters. It's true. I don't know. Difficult to know there. Benzit. Oh god. I'm not sure there. And then we've got like loads of different starting like things. We've got shipwreck, Northern Pines, medium. Shipwrecked in an unknown land, a small amount of wood and stone along with seed and livestock was salvaged from the wreckage, which is an interesting start. Fantastic. Venice. That's it. Lovely. I'm not sure which one I want to start with. We could go with cold valleys. Like, that's one thing that we could definitely do. But I think you guys want to see a marshland. So let's go into marsh. We're going to go with tropical, because that's what we're going to go with. And then where do we want to go for starting areas? So native village, hard. The native village start requires you to have good relations with the native tribe in the area and is a fairly hard start. The village will require resources, upgrades, and signal your friendship. To signal your friendship, and then you'll have a choice of how you want to interact with the buildings. As foreigners in this land, you'll have much to learn and gain from seeking allies instead of enemies. Interesting. I'm not sure what native village is all about. I'm pretty sure that means like you can potentially have like bad guys. It's hard to say. There's also abandoned pines and stuff, or northern pines, which I'd probably go with jungle or something. Shipwreck hard. Wits and what they can salvage from the wreck. A game with mod jungle trees only. Nice. What do we think? No, this is the Colonial Charters mod. Okay. I'm not sure. So we'll go with a marsh start, tropical. And then I'm not sure. What's New Frontier? New Frontier starts you off at the Frontier Outpost next to a friendly Native American village. Defend and nurture your citizens and defend your legend. And your legend will be told in the West for all time. This game starts with 3 families and a small fort with some supplies already constructed. Includes the option to discover treasures on a ceremonial ground. Very interesting. What's El Dorado? An easy game starts with new mod trees only. A game begins with 6 families and a large amount of food and clothing. Orchards are available. Very interesting. New British colony. Yeah, it's true. We could go with a British colony. Not sure what this is. Standard game with excluding palms. Interesting. Antilles, the Z Forest. Could go with a Matacapan jungle start. I'm kind of not sure what start I want to go with. Curse of the Golden Llama. No. Old Castle. Start at the site of an old castle offering huge storage potential. Some preserved food and a small quantity of clothes, tools and firewood have been discovered. No seeds or livestock are present. Should we go? We could go with the castle start. Do we want to go with the castle start? I think we should go with the castle start. I think that looks quite cool. So, we are in the marsh with a very large climate, with a tropical climate, with the old castle start. What would we call what would you call a village that was based out in the marshes? What would you call that? Castle looks good. Okay, we'll go with the castle. But what would we call it? That's the real question. Alonly Quebec, so you managed to convince me to buy Bomber Crew since it looked like fun, and damn, do you make it look easy since it pushes my shit in whenever it can. Yeah, it's true. You will get the hang of it, Venom. There's a lot to look at. Quebec Bog, Norwich. I like it, Norwich. The Boog, Ubog, Grumsh. That's a very good name for a bog. Shrekington. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is that Farzal Farid there? Thank you very much. It's been a while since I've caught a stream. Hope it's good. I hope it's good too. Thank you very much there for the 4 months of support. Shrek Castles, Bogville. Jesus, Venice. Too real. Grumsh. I don't know why I'm leaning towards Grumsh as a name. Shittown, Bogsworth, Brog, Lioch, or Losh, or Loach. I'm not sure. Grumsh. Oh, I'm gonna write Grumsh. Grumsh is a good one. Grumsh Castle, Blighttown, Crapper, The Marshes. Grumsh is a great name. Fort Swamp. We're gonna go with Grumsh. I'm leaning towards Grumsh. Grumsh is a good one, unless I see one in the closing seconds here. Should call it Glasgow. That we should. Okay, so this is The Marshes on a very tropical start with the old castle beginning. Let's see what we can make out of this. Birmingham, yeah. I don't know, Birmingham isn't really in the marshes. Although it feels like it is sometimes. Yeah. This should be pretty good, actually. I'm kind of looking forward to this. We'll see. Your country has rested all of their colonial ambitions on your venture. Your job is to ensure the survival of your country's citizens. Well, well, there was your first mistake. Yeah, so the marshes, what we want. Is it with mods now? Yes, we're modding. We're in a different biome. We're leaving Burvlard behind just because we were literally just waiting for progress bars, really. So we're going to come on here. Yorkshire during a flood. Yep. All of this good stuff. Still a ship tip, that's true. Maybe put a P after the M, it's true. Yeah, those colonists, they're pretty much dead, aren't they? They really are dead. Going to be struggling with this one. Banishing people from their native land, removing poisonous mushrooms, planting apple seeds, ooh, carving lakes and rivers, and then here we are. So this here is the old fort. We've got 1,200 units of salted pork left. This is very interesting. We've got a few lakes. Oh, the marshes look awful. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, we've got a large quantity of stone and or iron there, which is fantastic. Yeah. This is all very peculiar, isn't it? Very nice. Okay. At least I have water. Yeah, I've got plenty of water. The marshlands are terrible, aren't they? All very interesting. So we've got small amounts of areas to get wood and stuff. That's really half the job, isn't it? I feel like I should do like... Where should I do my farming and stuff? I feel like I should just immediately start going to gather food and things. Some mushrooms and stuff in there. There's a large portion of forest over here. Plenty of iron and stone being crammed onto these very small waterways. Got to build like houses and stuff for them. That's the real trick, isn't it? Okay. Bridge building simulator, it really is, isn't it? Music is good, but a tad loud. I beg your pardon, I can't really hear it myself. Oh yeah, it is a bit loud, isn't it? Let me turn it down a smidge. Let's go options. Oh yeah, it is up a bit. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit more bearable. Okay, so I need to think about how I'm going to be planning out my town here. As you can see, we've got loads of extra building options here. And how we go about establishing is really going to be how well that we do here. With regards to housing, I could go straight in for... I could go for like log cabins, but there's probably no need for that. What I probably want to do... We've got cable houses there. This is the kind of thing that we will eventually be moving to as and when we can. It's just interesting, you know, how we go about laying out the infrastructure for our town and village here. Because it looks like there's a storage place up there. It's interesting. Make it into a gulag. Not too bad, Harbinger of Madness. Thank you for asking. Still loud. Go for 2025. Okay, no worries. I'll drop it a little bit lower for you. Go for 25. There we go. Okay. So, I'm just sort of panning the camera around at the moment. I'm trying to imagine the layout of the town so that I can better sort of, you know, kind of lay the city out. Let's start with, let's see, Country Road. They take me home, so on. Okay, so soil roads we could go with. Faster travel for citizens. Soil road, gravel road. Kind of want to go with gravel road. I don't think they cost anything. Yeah, we'll go with gravel roads. So I want to have a road running down the side of the castle like that. We're going to have a road that runs right through the middle of the castle, like so. We're going to have a gravel road that goes to there. But even get all of this turned into gravel, to be honest, which might be an idea at some point. We've got gravel roads that go down there. How do we want this to connect to the main sort of street here? Because I kind of want to have some stuff built in and around here, like maybe a smithy. It makes sense to have like a smithy next to the castle. We could have like a village square out this way. I'm not sure how close I want housing to get to like the main dock area. Whether I want housing to come off this way might be an idea. It's going pretty good, Shadow Killer. Thank you very much for sending me that game. Music is still too loud. You joking? Okay, well, down lower, 20%. Hopefully that's a bit better. Maybe if I'm like really talking to the microphone, that would be a bit better as well. I'm sure nobody's complaining in that regard. So yeah, gravel pathways here in Grumsh. The question is how we go about expanding, because again, that's the real trick, isn't it? How we go about expanding in Grumsh. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. Quebec, what is this game? This is well, this is Banished. This is Banished. That it is. Okay. I am curious about how I'm going to expand the city. I do need to think about just getting some houses down. I think that's probably going to be a good start. I kind of want to build off over this way, don't I? Towards where like the docks are. I could have the people living out by the docks first, and then anywhere else second. Might be an idea. Because I just want to get a rough framework for the roads down. That's really what I want to do. And have like a road coming around here. Just a sort of a small side street there. We could have a main road that goes off there. No, I feel like I don't want to have a main road that juts off the castle there, because the castle's only got a one size road going through it, which isn't too bad. Yeah, we could have a large gravel path going down that way, and then we could have some houses start to back up along here. How do I want to do this? Oh my god, old creek bridge. God, that's an interesting idea. I wonder if I can get that. Oh yeah, I can. Can make an old creek bridge to the other side. That's pretty cool. Might well do that. Awesome. Quebec stream, homework due in 2 days. It's true, yeah. So we've got a few different bridges actually. We've got a tunnel. We've got a creek bridge. We've got a rock bridge. Supposedly, which is interesting. And then a dock bridge. Interesting. We've also got covered bridge and creek plank bridge. Interesting. The old creek bridge looks fantastic. That looks really good. I like the look of that a lot. Okay. Still thinking about like layout, how I'm going to go about laying out the town, because that's really the trick, isn't it? That's really the trick to getting this town properly laid out, is getting all the houses sorted. I feel like I'm probably going to have more industry off this way, so maybe I want the residential sector to be somewhere over here. Like, maybe starting over on this side, perhaps? Sort of close to the gangway there? I think here. Yeah, somewhere around here we're going to go for houses. I'm feeling this bit. We've got a rustic abode, which is shit, as far as I remember. Wooden houses, which don't really look the part. You've got log cabins, which do look the part. And then you've got tiny shacks, which are like literal sheds. What's this? Salt... Oh, there you go. That's very colonial, isn't it? Sadly, we're going to have really no chance of getting to that. I think we're probably going to just go with, for the meantime, normal wooden houses, and then we can expand afterwards, I think. Fantastic. A castle with no lord, complete anarchy. It's true. Well, we are the lord of the castle, do you know what I mean? Like, we are the lords and ladies of this fair castle. I don't want to have a house in such close proximity to the castle there. I feel like industry would be closer to the castle. So let us put down a two wide road here, running down the sides of the castle there, like so. And then let's think about housing. So how are we going to divide the housing from there to there? I think there's like walls and fences I can put down. Build sturdy stone walls. There you go, look at that. Yeah, you can build like a stone wall that separates it. Okay, let's do that. Let's build like a sturdy stone wall that separates the residential district from here. So let's see, we've got diagonal, and then we've got a long stone wall. Is there like an archway? We can go for a 2 wide or a 1 wide archway. Interesting, isn't it? I would say something like that would be pretty cool. It's the Bear Cave Castle. Yeah, that it is. Yeah, it's cool. A cool way of putting it. Could have it flush against there. Probably no need for that. Okay, I'm just trying to plan sort of the city where I want stuff to go. That's the real trick, isn't it? I want to have like the residential area out here. So that's really the trick of what I'm trying to achieve here. Is just like the housing sector. I'm going to have that there. Do they have any stone? I don't think they do. I think I could just put down a stockpile and then go from there, couldn't I? Let's see. The road comes out like this, and then we'd have this running parallel like that. Like so. And then I think I'd have some houses over this way.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. Let's get some houses out this way. Thank you very much there to Karoo4 there. Is that 4 or 6? I can't remember. Tier 1 sub. 26 months. Currently on a 26-month streak. How are you? I'm pretty good, sir. And Crombot there. Thanks for inspiring me to say Eolos. You're very welcome. Okay. So this is going to be where I have my first row of residential houses, I think. We're going to go for a wooden house, I think, here. Yeah, I think we're going to have some wooden houses just running here along, like, the inside wall here. Like that. I think like that. And then we had some houses run there. I think I'm going to have one there. And I think I've got 4 families, haven't I? So I'm going to have one run to here as well, I reckon. Or I could have it run sideways there. Could have a house run there. Could do. Yeah. This will be like the slum. It's nice that I'm planning the slums before the nice bit, but this will be like a very sort of tightly knit area. Okay, what we need is stockpiles and things, so let's go and assign one of those quickly. Let's go for a stockpile, and just a general stockpile. We shall put it just here, just to capture the materials that we need, an 8x6 stockpile, and then we shall get our citizens to go about harvesting things. So let's go and cut down, let's say, these trees. Yeah, let's get them to remove all resources just from there. That'd be very good. Everything up until about there. Awesome. And then we can go and get some builders assigned, and then we should be good to go. Fantastic. Right then, we're going to put things on ×2 speed while we, while we're mindfully looking after things at the moment, because we want to start clearing stuff out. Weather looks pretty fucking shitty here, which is alright. These guys are going to start making the gravel paths, which is great. You've known to hit rock bottom when you are in the slums of the swamp village. It's true, yeah. It really is true. Fantastic. So a few houses up and along there should do very nicely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much there to Fafri. Hello there, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we can have like some it's just about having it segregated from the main castle. I believe that everything should have its section, and you can kind of divide the city up with walls and stuff, which kind of, I don't know, suits the aesthetic a bit better. What I like sort of suiting the aesthetic if I can. Awesome stuff. Fantastic. So these guys are all going to be running around chopping up resources and stuff, getting stone and things. I need to obviously be mindful of like getting a bridge across here so that we can potentially do some forestry work and some hunter-gathering and stuff over here. Because we're primarily going to have our houses there, and then we can have some of our guys here, which will be fantastic. Thank you very much there to Tatwis. Is that Anagol? Anagol? I'm not sure there. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Maybe build the school faster this time. Very good point. Awesome. So the builder is just getting that assembled, which is great. We've now got that bit of archway laid out here. There we go. That's the archway that people will be using to commute in and out of this sort of slum quarter here, which I like. Yeah, we can set up like walls and fences and stuff, you know, really give this place a bit of a sort of a stone castle vibe, you know, that well, it's already got the stone castle vibe sorted, it's just everything else, isn't it? Yeah, fantastic. So far so good. We just need the guys to build the houses, and then we'll be rocking and rolling. The guys are doing a very good job of building all the roads there, which is excellent. Kind of, again, the rough layout that I'm going for. Having some houses scattered off this way is what I want. And then potentially some fishing down this far end of the village here. We could even do some fishing in the creek, but probably not. Hey Q, do you watch jingles sometimes? Very, very rarely there. Sorry, Crazy Jack. Why do you ask, sir? Sturdy stone arch, that's it. It'll look fantastic there. There we go, the foundations of the first house are down. Which means people are going to be able to move in and start taking my salted pork. Those horrible people are going to go after my salted pork. Nothing I can do about it. Awesome stuff. Okay, there we go. First house is going up. Let's take a look at the fences and stuff, and then decide how I'm going to continue to stone field wall. There you go. And that's the low stone stuff. So I do want the sturdy stone wall with the arches and stuff. Go for a 2 wide arch here potentially if I wanted. But for the moment I should be okay. Just need to decide how I'm going to just change the angle of what I'm dealing with here. Obviously I've got a corner piece here that I could put in, or I could go for a 3-way piece like this and then have the wall carry round. I think I will do. Have that there. I'll have a single stone wall that way, then I'll have the stone wall extend 3 that way, and then for the moment 1 that way, and then I can sort of decide how I'm going to distribute stuff as we go. We can also improve the houses to nice country houses and fancy country houses, so we do have the option to upgrade stuff as we go, which is pretty nice. Some stuff. Yeah, just got to wait for the foundations of things to be placed, all the houses to be built, and then we'll be to go. Like I say, they're going to be surviving off of a diet of salted pork for some time there, but I do need to decide how the bridge is going to overlap over here, which is an interesting one. Just a creek bridge, I think, is going to be the way to go about it. Also, look to have built 2 of the same house right next to each other, but I can live with that. I can live with that. Fantastic there. Just crossed my mind. No, I do watch him on occasion, yeah. Not so much these days. I used to watch him a hell of a lot. Which stone is this? It's like a 10 stone. That'll do. Yeah, we'll get 10. Just starting to outline where we want stuff to go. So, okay, already an issue for firewood. Apparently it's quite cold. Okay, let's have a look here. Temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. Very nippy. Okay, but they're saying that they've got a problem with firewood, and so we need to address that if we can. Right, that means we're going to need industry. So let us have a look here at industry, and then like wood preparation here. So fuel production, we've got a chopper, and we've also got a burning shed, lumber shack, and woodcutter here, the more traditional woodcutter. We could have him stationed out here in the slum quarter, to be honest, like just at the edge before we go over to the creek, which might be over here. Could have him like just across the road there, which might be an idea. I'm not sure how many houses we are going to go in, because I kind of don't want him in and over here. I kind of want him close to the houses where the fuel is being, produced, where the fuel is being spent, is an idea. Yeah, apparently these guys have gone and taken all of the firewood, which is very kind of them, isn't it? Gold gilder. Interesting. Currency, I guess, whatever that's used for. The moaning bastards, it's true. Okay, so what reserves are running low? Firewood and food. Yeah, people are stealing all of the food. There's plenty of houses there. Plenty of food in the houses. They should be able to last a reasonable amount of time. It's just a case of getting our food production up. Let us quickly build the creek across the river then, because that's obviously going to be the next big step for us, is getting across the river. Let's build a small creek crossing here, just from like the slum quarter. We'll put it not there, but like we'll put it there, just like that. There we go. And then we'll get that built as a priority if we can. There we go. Increased priority.
Yeah.
The work there. Awesome. Thank you very much there to, is that Galizarade? Thank you very much there for 14 months. forgetting to unsub. Stay awesome, Q. Thank you very much there, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Okay, yeah, so stone housing, which is great. Doesn't require any iron this time, which is perfect. Your boys are just walking across it. You don't even need to build it. Apparently that's construction complete. Yeah, okay, just needs building. If they can do that for us, we'll be in a very good spot. Awesome stuff. Definitely need to get some firewood made. The problem is that I don't want to build just a chopper. Just because of the fact that when you just build a chopper, the whole, they put like this divot in the ground that you can't fill in, and it's really annoying. There we go, they're finally building up all of that, which is fantastic. We need to get like a gatherer over here. And preferably some sort of lumberjack would be a good call as well. Okay, let's just quickly put a guy over here that just makes firewood, just as a like, you know, an entry level resource manager. So let's go to a chopper. Let's just put him next door, and then we should be good to go. See these guys building up all of this. Hopefully, we'll get that constructed in good time. Reserve of stone is low, I can imagine. Okay, let's collect some more stone then, because there's plenty of that over there. And also collect a tiny bit of iron ore. I say tiny bit, there's a shed load of it. A bit of stone here. And there's obviously going to be some stone over there. We'll get the foresters to deal with that as and when they have time, which is great stuff. Awesome. Okay, they're finally building up those walls there, which is perfect. Just need a little bit of that stone harvested, which the guys look like they're going to do now, which is great. And then we can get a gatherer established across the road to help vary the diet of the people we have in the city here, which is going to be great stuff if they can do that. Awesome there. I love the stone walls. I love the stone walls. They add a fair bit, I think, in terms of the city's eventual sort of structure. I think walls and things are going to be a good way to go. In terms of the layout. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Yeah, so far, definitely so good. I'm enjoying this. Book it off in the corner somewhere. What do you mean? Yeah, we'll just wait for those guys. Just gather all of the resources that are coming in from over there, which is fantastic. Got to get some more wood and stuff, so let's already work towards placing our gatherer's hut. So which one's gathering? Transparent, right? That's all fields. Gatherer's hut, crop field, orchard, dense orchard, animal pens. I feel like it's in here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Raw food gathering. Gatherer's hut, that's what we want. We can get a gatherer's hut like over here would be more efficient, but it's beggars can't be choosers at the moment, and I am the beggar. So we shall have a gatherer's hut stationed just here, I believe. That'll do nicely. It'll have to do nicely. Again, here would be more efficient. Difficult to choose, isn't it? This would over here would be best, because that's where it's going to be the most efficient. Does road structure? Sorry, do structures have a curve in this game? No, very few items actually allow you to build like a curve. Sadly, it's very bothersome. I'm really not going to get much of a return from this forest if I put a gatherer's hut there. Fishing, I think fishing is going to have to be the thing that we primarily live off here. Always a good resource to have. Okay, let's do some fishing then. The fishing dock only fishes in a very small radius around it. I mean, ideally I'd have it like here, because then we're going to get like a massive return off of it essentially. So I can actually place the damn thing anywhere. Place it there. Interesting. Could place it there. We'll barely get any fish off of that. The question is, how do we get our trade? Because it looks like, there we go, this is the road where this large lake. So this large lake is going to be where we get our trade from, because it looks like this lake here is where all the fishing boats come in from. This large lake is going to be our trade. Be could have a fishing dock over here. Well, I am going to. I'm going to have a fishing dock over this way. It's a little bit far away. But it will complement us in a reasonable fashion. So I'm going to have some fishing done out here. And this is going to be primarily where our shipments come in. Because he's going to go in. And it looks like up there, God, the marshes terrain looks fucking funky as hell, doesn't it? It's fantastic. No one's ever going to be able to find us. Okay, firewood. Let's get that underway there if we can. And then we'll get the fishery opened up, and then we'll start getting a supply of fish in, which will be very helpful. I probably just want to go on a campaign of deforestation over here. Red Riding Hood, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I want to just get rid of all of these trees. I just want to get rid of all of these resources. I really do just want to get rid of them all, because they're just in the way, and it will give me an idea of, what I need and what I don't need. So let's get rid of all of that. It's going to take forever, but it needs to be done. So from the water line to there, and then across to here somewhere. Well, there's going to be plenty of resources, and make no mistake, it's going to take the labourers a long time to clear that out. Fantastic. There we go. I'm liking this a lot. Liking the way this is laying out here. Very cool. Awesome there. And we'll have a road that cuts in this way, potentially for more housing in the slums. Love the slums. Love the slums already. Okay, and we'll have a road that potentially comes down here and meets, but I'm not sure whether I'll have that meet there. I'll probably maybe have a smithy or something over here, because I do need to have a smithy. Let's have a look. Fuel production, can't do anything with that just yet. A blacksmith would be helpful. Bedding maker. Fibre water mill. Weavers. Interesting. Could have a tavern of sorts. Brewery. Ooh, look at that. Very, very nice. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it just? Having a nice brewery next to the castle. Ooh, that would go a long way, wouldn't it? You can kind of have it hanging over the road there. Ooh, I like the look of that. But sadly we've got nothing to make beer out of as of this moment in time. We need to do trading first. How are they doing? They're bringing all the materials over there, which is great. Collect the wood. If there's a storage place to put it, there is going to be a storage place. I'm going to put a storage place just over here for now, just as a second stockpile, just so they have a place to put some of their material. There we go. Just as a secondary place for them to store it. We can always move it at a later date if we need to. How are people doing? Lots of kids knocking about, but no one really ready to move out yet. Again, a gatherer's hut's going to be the place to go to, I reckon. I think if we have maybe a gatherer's... I do think a gatherer's hut over here is going to be the more sensible option. We can maybe put housing and stuff over there, should we need to. We can expand the slum out that way. What function does the castle have? It's just basically a giant storage area. It doesn't really have as far as I know, it doesn't have any military function. It's just an abandoned fort. Okay, so these guys are going to go around gathering resources, which is very helpful of them. Just need them to build the fishing place, and then we'll be good to go. Awesome there. Firewood is being constructed. We've also got some iron ore, because you don't get iron ingots in this, you only get iron ore. It needs to be refined. A whole different ball game. In terms of refining iron ore, I think you need industrial fuel production, no fuel refinery. That's it. So city blacksmith, I'm pretty sure it is. You've got a normal blacksmith, like so, which I could probably have there. Probably will have there. I think having the blacksmith on the entrance part to the castle probably makes sense. Having a blacksmith there makes sense in my head. At least it should make sense in my head. It kind of does. Having a blacksmith at the entrance to the having the blacksmith at the entrance makes sense. Might have it facing that way. Or that way? I kind of feel like we should have the road a little bit wider. At Long Live Quebec there, have 2 times road in front of the castle? Maybe. The problem is that it's only a 1 tile wide entrance, and that's going to annoy me. It can potentially make it 3 wide, but then it all goes wrong. Thank you very much there to Drill Spark there. Nearly 2 years. Thank you for the years of entertainment. Thank you very much, Drill Spark. Very, very kind of you. And Mike Ginger, thank you very much for the 8 months. Daddy Q, I am due soon. What would we name our cub? Oswald. I'm going in, saying now. Oswald. Margaret. That'll do. Okay. Yeah, I feel like having a blacksmith is going to be the way to go. We've got a small iron smelter. That's going to be a good place to have. Then we're going to have a metal smith, which would be very helpful. And then a foundry. Well, that building looks a bit extravagant, doesn't it? Potentially it needs a water source, doesn't it? It needs a water source as well. Awesome. A forge. Jesus Christ, look at the state of it. Look at the state of that. Beauty. Yeah, city blacksmith would be very nice, but it's, like I say, it needs quite a lot of resources, doesn't it? Potentially just having a small local smithy here nestled in next to the castle is going to be a good way to go. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Like so. Yeah, I'll have something like that. Just there, like so. Maybe not like that. Maybe like that. And there. Yeah, okay. Something like that. And then we could have the road come off left and right there. We'll have the smithy there. We've got plenty of iron ore to do it, so we can go with that. I know food's a problem. Fishing hut's coming online now. There you go. Fantastic. Hope those workers get in there and create some food quickly, because apparently your boys over there are going to start starving to death. A tricky start, but you know, someone's got to do it. Yeah. Elf there, thank you very much. It's been 18 months. You should pronounce my name. El Pedroso. There you go. Pronounced. Lovely. Pronounced dead. Dead on arrival. Lovely. Okay, so in terms of the wall sections here, let me think about how I'm going to divide these, because again, sort of planning the layout of this city, very much so. I need to put that stone wall there, like so. Divide the blacksmith from this direction there. Well, then again, I could go like that or something. Maybe not. I can't quite get away with that. Actually, I can't do that. I can only build from here, which I'm already doing. A lot of the labourers are going to be like doing this work for a while. I feel like I should just build a gatherer's hut just as a supplement. I feel like it's going to be a useful thing to do just while I'm getting other forms of food in. So I think we could always like tear it down and move it somewhere else, couldn't we? It only needs to last for a short time. Let's go with the gatherer's hut just in there, like sort of there. That'll do. And we'll get a gatherer's hut built as well, and hopefully that'll be enough. These guys are getting plenty of fish in, which is great. These guys are well underway with their deforestation here. Certainly the fires of industry getting built away, which I love it. Awesome stuff. They're travelling around there. Once that gets built, they won't be able to. Have to come this way, like everyone else. And I can decide, obviously, what I'm going to put there. But even put some flowers in. Thank you very much for the 290 bits there. Wait, is this a new world? Did you lose the last world? 100, it's with a mod. I had to install a mod, which meant a new start. So we're in a marsh, a tropical marshland, called Grumsh. Thanks to a suggestion in the chat. But yeah, it's got a mod in. Got, you know, loads of cool little resources and stuff that I can use to, you know, change the layout of the town and stuff, which is excellent. I'm really enjoying it so far. Awesome stuff, yeah. Now this here, Colonial. What the hell is a Colonial wall? God, look at that. Defences, indeed. These walls would be nice because they are the same as. Could have even built the walls like this, but they're quite low stone walls. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have them this close in. I want the sturdy stone walls in and around the castle, just for the sake of protecting it. Choke points for the supposed guards of this particular establishment to hold out on. Very cool. Yeah, we could get an archway in just here, couldn't we? To go there. So it's a sturdy walls and then a double archway. maybe not. We could get a double archway in, if like the dimensions were a bit better, but sadly they are not favourable this time. It's a shame, never mind. People are moving things around now. Do we have any fish in and around here? Probably increase the efficiency of our fishery by quite a bit if we just had some fish about, which would be great. The firewood problem's been solved for the moment, which is great. We got our gatherer's hut going in over there, which is also perfect. Hello there, Pink Queen. Good to see you. Okay. I need to plan the how I'm going to map out the rest of the town here, rest of the village. Thank you very much there to Buris. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub for 2 months, sir. Good to see you. Elficiency, or efficiency, I should say. Elficiency, that's something else. I'm doing pretty good there, NG Matt. Thanks for asking. Can you explain the game, please? This is like a medieval colony builder type thing. At the moment, we're just getting set up here in the marshes. The castle was here beforehand. We've obviously just moved in and started establishing, calling it home. At the moment I'm in sort of the infancy of the colony, where I'm just trying to get basic services established, like food. Thereafter I can start branching out into industry, like smelting and making clothes and stuff like that, but for the moment I'm a bit of a one-trick pony. So yeah, this is interesting. Over here I'm building like a slum district, which is, you know, fantastic, my favourite part of any game. I could just like put down a load of houses and then just click pause on the construction, couldn't I? I literally could. Why don't I? Why don't I just put down a load of houses and then click pause on construction? Because then I could map out, you know, how I'm gonna, you know, lay out this bloody town. I want to have like I do want to have like another archway, essentially, just as you come in here. Have that archway go down to there. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. So the gravel path will come down this way. Oh, decorative signs. I like the decorative signs. Very helpful thing to have. Might put a decorative sign in there. Plenty of decoration and stuff. Decorative logs. We've got like benches and stuff. I love this shit, man. Live for this stuff. Villain's Gallows. Oh, that'll make a few people think, won't it? Punishments. Stockade, very nice. A privy. Oh, fucking it's literally Shrek's toilet with the fucking crescent moon and everything. Scarecrow. God, I love this shit. This is the shit I live for. Barrel casks, crates. Love it. Small cart. Large cart. Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. I actually love it. Fantastic. Okay, we're just waiting for people to build all the various resources that we need, and some of the poor people are starving. There are small amounts of fish, which I imagine are filtering out into the wild there. Sadly, none getting to the house that actually needs it. So we'll probably get a few starving people out over there, but there's, you know, not much we can do about that. Joe plays Sims when? It's true. It's true. When should I? Oh, God. Water doesn't like that coastline very much from that angle. Hopefully that won't cause us too many issues in the future. Decorative animals. That's down a frog. Look at that frog. In place of frog. In place of chicken. Happy days. Got like floral hedges. Jesus Christ. Literally gardener's world, mate. Plant flowers. Floral hedges. Oh my god, look at it! Look at it! I can create like a hedge maze for people to go and get food. A cleaning tub. Ah, yes. A cleaning fountain. Very nice. Clothesline. Oh, yes. Ah, I love that. Oh, that's really going to make the slum district come together. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, yes. I love that shit. Oh, I like that a lot. See, I love this one. Holy shit. Fantastic. The attention to detail. Planter base, which is awesome. Could get a few of them. Additional pots. Could put a few of those down as well. A planter, a 3-wide planter. Makes me a happy man, so it does. Awesome. You only play the best games, I swear. Ah, well. When we say the best, are we saying air quotes the best? I suspect that's probably quite accurate. So we've got people bringing fish backwards and forwards from the actual storage place here, which is very good of them. They're just bringing fish in and out. We've had a death of starvation there, which is fantastic. Not too bad. Okay. Let's see here. Got 144 fish coming out this season, which isn't too bad. The deforestation continues. Could really use more stone if somebody wants to go and grab just those bits of stone over there. A little bit of stone there, a little bit of stone there. Just bring it all into circulation because that's where we need it. Oh, one cat. Cat's trying to sit on the keyboard. It's not happening. Not happening, broski. Nice. Just like scratching my hand, like pet me, damn it. Why is there a castle, Elf? It's just what there was just a castle here. That's as much as I can tell you. That's as much as I know. There was just a castle here beforehand. Fantastic. Okay, fine. There we go. We'll get more chin scritches then. Build roads to the fishery to speed things up. I can't guarantee that they'll use the roads unless I like hedge them in to use the roads. What would really speed up the fishery thing, or what would really speed up the amount of food, is if I had someone delivering food from here to here, which I can't really do without a cart. And the carts are like a different ball game here. Go on, cat. Don't look at me like that. So honestly, the cat, like the folks are away at the moment, so it's just me and the cats, and like I'm the only person with hands that I can use to pet them and feed them. But it's just been the worst. So yeah, it's all been very interesting, to say the least. Okay. Right then. What are we doing? All hail Satan. This one isn't Satan, this one's Molly. Good to see you there, Grints. How are you doing, sir? Santa. Nice. Oh, Jesus. Is that Satan an anagram for Santa? S-A-T-A-N. So it is. Sorry, you have become the Simpsons crazy cat lady. That I have. I literally have. Although I'm a crazy cat man. Okay, food is starting to become a real issue now. But the construction over here hasn't even started yet. I wonder what's keeping them. I guess all of the labourers are tied up chopping down this enormous amount of forest that I've asked them to. I'm just going to hope that there's enough fish coming in. Like, we've already delivered 186 fish, which should hopefully be enough, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Trying to get as much stuff done as I can here. Trying to grow the village as best I can. Ah, that's why all of our resource production's going into the smithy. We do need the smithy, because we are going to run out of tools very soon. I can only make crude iron tools for the moment, though. Let's speed up time a little bit. And let's hope shit gets done. There's 6 whole fish in the castle. Hopefully it'll be enough. Yeah, they have to run around the side here. Run in. There we go. And the guy goes and takes his fish. And then puts it over there. Well, fantastic. At least some fish made it to the right house. That other house down there in the... Well, it is the slums. It is the slums. It does happen. There we go. Another crate of fish. Oh, somebody keeps eating all of our crates of fish. Who fucking... The cheek of it. The cheek of people eating all the fish. There's nothing else I can really do at the moment. I'm just sort of sitting on my hands here, waiting for various structures to be built. Really, literally not much else I can do at all. Let's see. All of this going on. Could do like a full remove resources. There we go. You see? Get me all of that shit. All that good stuff. All of those herbs and stuff. Got another death. Norrison the woodcutter. It's alright. Best mouths to feed like. Gotta have a little bit of a famine. We got a builder that's starved to death as well. Do you have any builders left? We've got one builder left. Hello there, Jord. Good to see you, mate. This is difficult. Very difficult. Need them to bloody... Leave this alone. Go and build that. Go and build this over here. That's what I really need you doing. I need people to go and get food. Without food, it's going to be a There's not going to be many of us around. We had 12,000. Oh, sorry, 1,200 salted pork a moment ago, and it's all just gone. It's all disappeared somewhere. You know I'm streaming, don't you? You know I'm streaming. You can't just sit there with one paw up. You're not a flamingo. She's like just trying to like pad into the air, as if to say, "Gib fuss." Hey, hey. What? That's a chin scratch. Bloody animal. Wait, is that a castle? That would be a castle. Is that part of a mod? Fantastic. We really don't have much going on over here, and I need there to be much going on over here. But sadly, we're really struggling on the food department because people keep having kids. People keep having kids. God damn it! And my fishing place is as good as I can get. Well, it's a hard start, and that it has been. Oh, hey Q. What is this region called? Is it better than Burvlard? It's called Grumsh, which I think is a fantastic place for or a fantastic name for a colony. Grumsh, which is awesome. Brilliant. Add another fishing place. No, it's not going to... Unless I add one over here. Not really going to have the same effect. I'm waiting for this guy. None of it makes any difference if the gatherers' huts don't get cleared. Look, leave the firewood. And shut that down for a moment. Go and build the thing. That's what I really need. We need someone to go and build the thing. Like, we've got plenty of logs in. Plenty of salt as well. PJ salt. We just need stone at the moment. That's what we're desperately struggling for. People are starving. Nothing I can do about it. Plenty of fish just appeared on the dock there. Very good of them. There we go. Oh, he starved to death on the dock. Well, there you go. It happens. Nothing we can do about it. Oh, a kid just starved to death as well. Sorry there. Well, you know, it's you know, it's survival of who can get to the market first. Unfortunately, but that's just how it is. Yeah. I do. Oh, God. Fucking hell. Mass famine. Holy fucking shit. We lost loads of people. There's another one. There's another. I think that has almost completely condemned our colony, to be honest. We've got like we've got like nobody working here anymore. Brilliant. So far, so good. His fucking parents started it. And the colony is lost. I wouldn't say it's lost. We can come back from this. He says. Just a couple more deaths. Just a couple more. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be alright. Fishery's still running pretty well. In fact, we're going to be able to probably even bank some fish now. Well, eventually. If they ever build the Gatherer's Hut, we'll find out. I think Grumsh is going to be a relatively short colony, unfortunately. Let's not have another mass famine like last time, it's true. That has almost condemned the colony. Yeah. One less mouth to feed, and one more, and one more, and one more. Yep. Start anew from like 20 people down to 5. And what's the actual colony number at the moment? The cat is just staring at me. She's just sitting there on the bed staring at me. Why are you staring at me? I'm getting Blair Witched by my cat. She's like some kind of, she's like this weird gangster. She just stares me dead in the eyes and just waves a paw at me. Probably wants to jump on. You want to jump on? No. Been briefly distracted by something on the floor. Hello. Just staring me down. Hello? What can I help you with? He's like doing like this weird, like, awkward shuffle. He's judging you, planning my demise. She really is. Oh, there's the wave paw. 1, or 2. There we go. I'm going to give you it. Wow, she just grabbed my hand with her paw. Just went, pet me, damn it. chin scritches. Yeah, being better behaved. She's got like this problem where she jumps on top of stuff. She's displeased with me gaming. People are dying and you are petting a cat. It's true. I just need to build the cat pics. Maybe soon. Coming soon. See you later, Drill Spark. See you later, man. Okay. Well, our colony of Grumsh has not gone very well, to say the least. People are still starving. Like, come on. Like, fucking, there's no... How many people have to die before, like, 250 fish in a season is enough? I guess maybe I took too long in trying to establish food routes, but to be honest, there's not really anywhere that I could use to actually get food. Like, down here, maybe? Over there, maybe? Maybe I should just build, like, a really rural, flat, plain, beautiful colony, eh? Maybe I should. Isn't that right, Molly? Eh? Eh? What do you think? He's just going to wave a paw at me. Okay. He's just waving a paw at me. Too long building roads? I think so, yeah. What time are you going to stop the stream tonight? I don't know. I'll probably go for, like... Difficult to say. Do you know what? We'll call that colony quits. We'll call that colony quits. Let's do a different colony. Let's do a better colony. I like the name Grumsh, though. Oh. Okay. Well, it's fuck that. Poor Grumsh. It is. It's poor Grumsh. It's difficult to start now. Poor Grumsh. Grumsh has met its end. My screen is weirdly black. Help. I'm writing help in my cursor. So it quits. There we go. F. Good game, well played. Well, let's just talk to each other on a black screen. Oh! Access violation has occurred. A dump. Oh, is this, is that my antivirus doing weird shite again? Let's have a look. Notifications. Application allowed to access network. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, let's reload the game. Probably just because it's the mod, isn't it? Are you going to go to bed yet? Hey? Going to bed? Those eyes are getting awfully heavy, aren't they? An error occurred. The Banished app is running. I can assure you, Gaben, that Banished is not running. Well, it does this. It keeps thinking that Banished is running when it isn't. I can never find the specific process for it, though. Promise Banished ain't running. Okay, I think like literally all I have to do is like exit Steam and then do it like that. Waiting for Banished to shut down. Exit now. And then like reload it. Is this game like Sin City but set in medieval times? In a way, yeah. But try the Mega Mod. Restart Steam, yep. Here we go. The sleepy kitten. Yes, it is. You sleepy? Sleepy, huh? Oh. Staring at me. She's judging me. She's like, what? Who is this human? Halo Reach. Pre-purchase now. Ooh. 29 quid. Actually terrible. They could have charged £1 million for that. I suppose we should be grateful they didn't. Why you no add me on Steam? There are many people I have not added on Steam. There we go. Direct text. Okay, cool. Launch. Let's see if this loads. It's very old. It's very old there, Palavante. Hello. She's just sitting on the bed staring at me. Literally just sitting on the bed staring at me. And my cat on the other side is sleeping on top of the PC using a book as like a chin rest. I'm just surrounded by cats. Okay, here we go. Let's give it another try then. Okay, there we go. Better, there we go. Cursor should be all lined up now. That it is. Okay, so let's go for a new area then. Let's not go with marshes. Let's not go with marshes. As cool as it would have been to see a marsh or water world, I think we're going to just do something that isn't insanely hardcore. Just because of the idea that I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing. We could go with like I always lean towards like cold mining towns. I don't know why. That's like my go-to. We could go into like cold valleys or bleak mountains. And then just do like, I don't know, like a mining operation up there. That would be pretty cool. Time for a cool, big, easy colony. What mods are you using? Just the Colonial Charter mod, Firewolf. Red Desert. Oh god, no. I'm not sure. Bleak Mountain. Fantastic. But then we could put it on, like, very harsh climate, and then we could have it fucking freezing. Red Desert? No, oh god, it's going to be... literally, the desert's going to be awful. I don't even know what Red Desert is. You could go to Bleak Mountain. So Russia, basically, yeah. Could have Russia. Nice. Okay. Let's see then. Good old horrible weather, that's it. Perfect time to find out. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see then. Abandoned village is interesting. Northern Pines, abandoned village. Deep in the wilds, your people come across the remains of a previously independent settlement. You have the same amount of resources that are available in a standard hard start, however some houses are already built or partly built. Interesting. An abandoned village. Bleak Mountains, very large, very harsh, with disasters on, very important. Adam and Eve. Old school, yeah, oh, get a gun. Could get guns. What do we think? Yeah, I kind of want to go for like a mountain town, like a mining town. I think that's what I want to go for. Yeah, a mining town. I do like mining. If it's cold, the people in the tiny village could just cuddle up. That they could. They could get very snug. But it's what start I want to go with. El Dorado. Northern Pines. Let's go for a hard start on Northern Pines. Just a normal hard start. Let's not do anything kooky like the Castle Fort. Let's just go for a normal hard start on Northern Pines. So what would be a nice northern town? What would be the nice... sort of a kind of Russian... Let's think for like a Russian sort of mining village, mining town. What would you call it that? Waterworld Mining Colony. That sounds awful. Cheers, see. That sounds terrible. Well, to be fair, I just got devastated. Newcastle, also a good name. Streblinsk. That's actually very... We're going to write that in. Streblinsk. That's a good name, unless I find another one. Quebec. I like that. Chelyabinsk. Nice one. Town name, Dave. Dave is a good name. Strasjinsky. That's a pretty good name. I don't know why I had to say that in a Russian accent. Blatville. I mean Blyatville. Babalink. Nice. Charkov. Morris. Charkov's an alright name. Streblinsk. Screamer, possibly. Oh, God. What do we think? Putin Land? Could do. What was the mod one more time? It's actually in the title there, Firewolf. It's called Colonial Charter. It's version 1.7.6. Birmingham. Putin Land, God. Pripyat, that's a different... Bianovka. That's an alright name. Tremying? Blyatland. Murmansk. Again, familiar. Streblinsk. I don't know what, I'm leaning towards Streblinsk. Let's spam that a few times. Ravenholm. Kalashnikov. You're just... Arstotska. I think it's got to be, hasn't it, for the memes? Arstotska. Glory to Arstotska. Fantastic. Okay, just making sure I'm spelling that. Arstotska. Fantastic. Here it is. It's got to be this. Glory to Arstotska. Fantastic. This is it. This is where Arstotska's beginnings are from. Let's do it. Papers, please. This is the beginnings of our Arstotskan colony. Recreating the Gulag, literally. We need to create like our own Grestin border checkpoint. Yes, please. I like the look of this. It's going to be fantastic. This is the making of Arstotska. Why not Nord du Quebec? Could be. Glory to Astorska. I'm sorry, your passport is not valid. Papers, please. Right. Make sure to condemn people unfairly, of course. Ooh. 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 Fishing. I like it. Ooh. And I like a... Ooh. Ooh, it makes me happy, so it does. Okay. I like it. Look at all this. I bet it's bloody cold here as well. What's the temperature at the moment? Here in early spring. -9 degrees centigrade in early spring. Fucking Arstotzka's fucking cold. I can't believe that. That's outrageous. Okay, right. Well, unequivocally, we are going to need to get a forester up, like, ASAP. And houses, and everything else in between. What have we got here? Hide coats, potatoes, firewood. Let's get to work here. So, in terms of foresters, let's get a pine lodge place up here. Let's get that built that built here. Yeah. Let's just get a forester built, like, straight away, so that we can get like a steady supply of firewood, and then everything else in between. Okay, so let's grab all of that. Grab a little bit of that, and then let's grab some stone, and then let's build the forester, and then just start building some houses as well. Log cabins would be better. Provides housing for a single family, better warmth and comfort than a wooden home. It requires a lot of logs, but it's going to give them the warmth and protection that they need from the elements. It's not as good as stone housing, but it's better than just planks, and you pay for that cost. So we'll go with that. Okay. So let's do that. So we're going to get the forester there. We're going to build a house there. And then kind of decide how I'm going to space out these houses. Because I could have them... let's see here. Log cabin. Could have like another house there. And then like another house, like, because I'm trying to space them out, because I'm going to give them like little like accessories and stuff. Build a house there. And then potentially, I don't know, build another house here. Yeah, just there. There. And then space them out a little bit more evenly. Fantastic. Currently minus 28 degrees Celsius in Verk. Sorry, I'm going to have to read it. Verkhoyansk, Russia. Jesus Christ. The music is so creepy in its own way. It is, isn't it? Fantastic. These guys are all going to go and collect resources. I need to create just a general stockpile for people to use. I think that's this one here. Stockpile. And just put it just like here for now. Just in the middle of the square. Just so it's easy access for people. Because this place definitely needs to get built first, so that we can get a steady supply of logs, so that people can get firewood. That's the important thing there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Jen Black there, 16 months, dinner, creepy music of Banished, and Q Bear's lovely voice. Thank you very much, Jen. Good to see you. How are you? -8. I'm convinced you've just generated the town I live in. Yeah, possibly. Are there log houses? Are there settlers outside? Just tell me straight. Fantastic. We'll get 2 builders on the job, as we always do. And then we need to get enough supplies, as we say, to really get shit sorted. I have a confession to make to you. I mainly watch you for your voice. Well, BR, or BDR, I should say. That is A-OK. I forgive you. I forgive you. Jen Black, so happy that I am eating. Fantastic. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you, Jen. I'm in good form. Grumsh, everybody in Grumsh just died. But our Startska is probably going to go better. Probably. Hopefully. Maybe not. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Awesome. So we've got 6 logs out of 32. They're coming to build the place nicely. We've got lots of resources being tipped in here, which is great. Just need that stone dropping off. And then they can get that place built in good time. Again, they need a shitload of logs for this, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I am the beggar. Let's also work on food industry, because that's something that we needed urgently last time. Let's go for fishing. Get a fishing dock just here. just there. Fantastic. Just nestled in here at the edge of the lake. That'll do very nicely. Get that place built as a point of priority. We've got to get the guys warm as well, which is another big deal. Going to take them a little while to start planting stuff, but there's going to be lots of trees in and around our little village, which is fantastic. Surely the weather, fishing could, we could potentially do some ice fishing. It's very true. So our food resources aren't terrible. We found some berries. There we go. Let's get this place all built up. Fantastic. Awesome stuff. Get that place assembled because I do want to get some foresters in there ASAP if I can. Definitely need more logs by my reckoning. There we go. Just get those harvested in every direction if I can, because the foresters can always put them back. Awesome stuff. There we go. Let's get some foresters on the job. Planting some trees. Awesome stuff there. Yeah, as I say, at the minute I don't really need roads and stuff just yet. I was probably focusing a little too hard on that last time. Okay, in terms of logs and stuff, I just need people to keep doing what they're doing there. Need people to go out and gathering some more resources. Stone is a little bit sparse on our grid here. Wish there was more stone. That would mean that we have to do a bit of stone mining quite early, which isn't in and of itself a disaster, but ideally I don't want to be doing it just yet. So a little bit of stone here and there. Okay, it's not terrible. Not great, but it's not terrible. Okay, there is quite a bit of stone scattered in and about. It's just difficult to see it. Yeah, probably too much of a queue to be building stuff up with, but it should be okay. There we go. So one of our first families moved in. Again, firewood is going to be another big thing, so I should probably get on that relatively soon. Yeah, I should probably get on that sooner rather than later, as I say. Let's see here. We want country roads or soil. Probably soil roads in our little frontier town here. Lovely. We only need them one wide for the moment, as I say. It's only like a frontier town. And this comes out here like so. Awesome stuff. So far so good. Just need this place built in the best time that I can there. The kids bringing some of the spuds. 200 potatoes! Jesus, you greedy fuck. God, I slipped into a coma there. Jesus Christ. 200 potatoes. That's right, country roads. Food, firewood, tools. Let's have a look. What's that? Food? Food here? Food production? Firewood? Can't see any. No, nothing in food production. This one here, you can put like a chopper in. Let's put a chopper like just there. Just next to the house. And he's going to be responsible for chopping up our firewood reserves, which will be fantastic. Yeah, we definitely need some more firewood. That's looks to have been all used up. Oh, like all of the firewood. Can't believe it. Okay. Well, let's see how quickly these guys build, as I say, because we need stuff assembled ASAP for them. Guys are building these soil roads, which is okay. Got the foresters planting as many trees as they can there. Doing a decent job. They've got some stuff growing there. Guys are getting rid of all that stone. I think that's why their production queues are getting stuck on. Let's cancel removal of goods. Right across there. Right across there. Cancel all of that. Just need the basic stuff at the moment. Don't want people getting too caught up with shit. Just need those houses built, and then I need this thing built here as a point of priority, please, game. So, paths. Not sure how the path system works. Let's go with priority. Increase priority. There we go. Awesome. Close the resource limit thing. Can you harvest peat in this game? Would be a good alternative. Yeah, I'm not sure whether you can. You might be able to. I honestly don't know. Maybe you can, maybe I honestly couldn't tell you. Okay, awesome. So in terms of like how I want to do the housing, maybe I could have like little like front garden type areas. That would be interesting. Could be an idea. Yeah, okay. Let's remove the road from down the front. I know I've just built the thing. I'm going to remove the road from down the front there, and then I'm going to potentially give these guys like a little bit of a front garden to work with, and then this guy's going to have a side garden where the wood cutting is done. Okay. Let's give him, let's see, fences here. That requires metal, so I can just do, there we go, just your normal run-of-the-mill fence. That'll do nicely. Do that. Okay. So in terms of that there, if I was to go like that, probably wouldn't look all that good. If I was to do that, that probably wouldn't look all that good. What about if I was to do snug fencing? Like right out to the front there. What have we got? Reserve of logs is low. No, it's alright, I'm working on the reserve of logs. Edge fence. That's kind of what I'm after. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I need somebody working here to make firewood. That's a big thing. How are these guys doing for like logs and stuff? They're actually cutting down a fair few logs, it's just they're being used elsewhere. It's a bit of a faff, but again, what can you do? Another log going to be going in there shortly, which is great. There we go, this place should be ready to build now. Awesome stuff, the builders will get on that very, very shortly. Okay. Right then, so in terms of this, I don't want anything like that, it's a bit much by my reckoning. Let's see, yeah. Probably not like that. Probably not like that either. But just go for normal fencing. Sort of down in the middle like that. Go for diagonal. Probably a bit extreme there as well. Put in fence gate. Go for like that there. Oh, 100 bits there. Hold me closer, tiny sofa. Fantastic. Thank you very much there, matey. Very, very kind of you. Okay. Go for something up in the front like that. Let's see. Soil road. Can't get a soil road right up to his front door. Could have, yeah, we could just backspace the roads a little bit. I know I've just built them, but we could just, because I'm kind of thinking how I want to like lay out the design of this little village, and I want to give people just a little bit of space down by their houses and stuff, like little, like yards or whatever, just to give the village a bit more sort of, bit more life and soul. What I'm giving it. Yeah, a little bit of firewood. It's quite good. The warmth created by the houses is really helping. Large log cabins provides even more warmth, larger inventory space. Some resources will be reclaimed, but I need a furniture thing for that, which is a whole different ball game. You can see quite a few trees getting planted now, which is fantastic news. I'll remove the roads soon. How's the fishery going? I need this place completed like ASAP. I just need more logs and a little bit more stone in circulation, because again, the food isn't going to last forever. I'm in sort of a similar boat as the last time. We'll just be a bit more modest with our stone scope as we were. Just while waiting for resources to collect. We'll go back to planning out how I want the thing here. I'm hoping that these guys will start removing the roads very soon, because I need them gone so that I can start like choosing how I'm going to lay out the bloody front here. That'd be very helpful. I could have that guy's house, so I could have him just have like a side bit here. Yeah, I think for him we'd go with this one. Then that there. Diagonal? Probably not a diagonal fence. Probably no call for that, unless that was on. Could do something like that. That would be doable. Though he'd probably want a small fence, wouldn't he? No, I would. Not do anything with that. that. It's not flush up against his house, and that will annoy me to the end of my games. Is it me, or is the game a bit loud? It's really quiet for me, chat. I don't know. I must apologise if the game is really loud. Oh, now that's interesting. Probably a bit much for our just starting out colony there. Something like that. Tight edge fence, like a diagonal tight edge fence, would be fantastic. But I just can't quite get the it to line up, unfortunately. Well, the guy's doing an alright job at getting us some firewood, which is what we need. Again, the fishery is the next target. We just need the stone taking over, which looks like is going nicely. Oh, look at that. Love that shit. Love the decorative signs and stuff. Fantastic. What is this? City wall. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Why? Why would you need that? I don't know. Okay. A wooden fence. Flush to the outside. Carving up the roads now, which finally gives me some choice in terms of setting and layout, how I'm going to lay out the front of the houses. Finally have that choice now. Because it's difficult to get them to line up, per se, there. But I can have that, or have this. I think that looks better. That looks better to me. I'll put one there. Yeah, because the guy's house, fortunately, doesn't give me much in the way of options with regards to making this fit all that well. Why I can't build that there? Kind of hard to know. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god, cube read? Cube read? Oh my Jesus Christ, cube read. Christ almighty. Hello? 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 Fence? Chat. Oh Jesus, the cat's knocked the book off. It's all going wrong. It's all gone wrong, cat. What have you done? Talk into the mic. What's right? Is it really that? Okay, right. Look, we're gonna have to turn the option. We're gonna have to turn the music down. If it's really that bad. For me, it's fine on my end. I don't know what to say. I'm quiet compared to the game. Maybe hang on. Let me tap out here. I apologise. Talking to I'm talking. I'm sorry about this. Hang on. Sound. No. Control panel 1. Sound. Recording. Mic levels. Go to. There we go. How does that sound? Do I sound a bit better now? Go full ASMR. Hopefully that's a bit better. Riot in chat. There we go. Fantastic. Talk into them. Okay, there we go. It's fine for me. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I know the games look a little bit loud, but it's like not that controversial. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was terribly controversial. I was just blind to it. More than likely that, isn't it? More than likely. Well, there we go. Hopefully that's better for you guys in chat now. Much better. Okay. Love to mumble when I'm getting into it. I apologise. Okay. Right. So in terms of I'm just trying to like plan like how's I'm sorry. I'm getting way too deep into like the aesthetic of my village here. I'm getting way too into it. But you know, it's good. You know, I'm liking it. I'm liking the aesthetic of the village. It's the most important thing. It also appears to be like a drop of blood there, which is a bit sinister, actually. Let's see here. We'll put that there, or I could put that there. Do something like that. Yeah. Just 2 logs like that either side. That will look alright. And then the guy can still have his kind of front garden type thing going on. It looks like I can only build like a road there. I can't build much else. No build here in terms of that. I can only build like to there. Can't even build to there because that counts as the front of his garden. No build to like here. That I can do. Let's do that then. Oh, it's getting very cold now all of a sudden. How are we doing for firewood? I mean, better than nothing. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. Okay, the fishery's up as well. Only one person capable of working in the fishery. Let's reduce the amount of foresters and prioritise fish work. That's what we really need at the moment. Fantastic. We'll get all of this shit built. Somebody just bring logs over there to get that built. I think they did. Awesome stuff. I never care for aesthetics, just pure fun. Yep, just grids. Grids as far as the same I can see. Keep up the gaming passion. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Good stuff. So those guys have built that up nicely. Again, I'm sort of planning the, like, where I want stuff to go. Like, and that's the real trick, isn't it? We've got, like, country roads and then soil roads. Going out like this. And then, like, something like that. Can't quite build that there. Not quite building there. Can go there. And kind of connect his house to that one. Alright. Let's pause that construction and get rid of it. Yeah, there's really not much. I'm gonna have to like leave that as it is. I think like the construction of the houses where they are at the moment, I'm limited as to where. So I'm putting this road back because there's not much I can do with that. I'm gonna have to try and build the fences elsewhere, I reckon. We can partition that off, which I think will look pretty cool. I mean, I think even I could then put in one of those triple. Oh yes. One of those three-way road signs. Ooh. Ooh, that makes me happy, so it does. I do prefer having two-way ones, though. Something like that. Ideally, I'd have that there. Oh, there we go. Corner out. Corner in. No, I prefer that. I prefer having something like that. As to have something like this. No, maybe not. Maybe not yet. Maybe another time. Hello. There's another cat. Let's have a fuss on me. There we go. What is the tiny couch fund? It's all detailed down below there, Casey. Yeah, it's all on the bottom of the stream for you. Okay. So that goes around the front of his house. Let's see here. Hello, cat. Yep, I can hear you. Still alive. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Potentially have another bit of fence that goes that way. And how are we gonna connect that there? But to what end? To what end would we? What end would that be? There's probably no point in connecting that like that. We connect it there like this. Then you could have like a small back garden area. I'm all for back gardens, man. Have like a three-way split. I love it. Have like just little back garden. Oh, makes me a happy man. Love all of this shit. Love the aesthetics. God help me. Down like that. And then down here. Happy man I am. Okay, can I have it flush with the wall? Probably not. I want it flush with the wall. That would mean having it end there, or even end here. Yeah, I'd have to have it ending there. Like then get rid of that structure there. And then have it come over this way. right hand turn. Then up here. I think I can get away with... I mean, what's that? Oh god, it's one of those... Am I going to be able to get away with that? Looks like that might not line up. Well, it's going to be desperately upsetting if that doesn't line up. I don't think that's going to line up at all. Okay. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I'll have to see how this lines up. I think I'll have to get rid of that. And get rid of that for the meantime. And then better plan that out in a moment. Let's see about this area over here. I'm putting way too much effort into that. There we go. Little bits of fish are now getting stored up, which is excellent news. Firewood and logs are going great. What's the output like? 116 logs a season. Oh, Crazy Glitch, thank you very much there for the 5 subs. Thank you very much there. Awesome stuff. Q has a voice I imagine a nice cup of tea would have. Ah, that's very nice of you to say so. Yeah, the fence is kind of getting built around that guy, which is perfect. Happy with that. Yeah. Awesome. I'm trying to think about how I want to lay this out. Like, I know what I want to do, but I can't do it because the game's restricting me. I want to have like a little fence here that's like flush with the side of the house, but it's never going to work. Oh my god, I can have like full fence panels. Jesus Christ. Fucking full fence panels. 16 times the detail, Todd. This is where it's at. Okay. Hello, cat. You alright? We can hear you. Yeah, I think I'd probably have this like that, and then like that. Yeah, forward. Like so. And then if I could, I'd have that like here. Okay, look, yep, we're still with you. Bloody cat. Where are you? Hello? Right. Oh, God. I'll tell you what it is, they probably want their supper. I'll have to have some of that in a bit. Oh my God, there's 500 people here. Where have you all come from? Jesus Christ, 500 of you. When did that happen? When did that actually happen? I don't actually know when that happened. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Thank you very much there to Kazax90 and Fox-Eared Ocelot. Thank you very much to the both of you. Very, very kind. Nice. Came for Banished. Yeah. Snuck in quietly, apparently. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, the cat's up on the back of the chair. Hello. Try not to disturb the other one. Okay, she's lying on my neck like a scarf. Cyanide stopped streaming. Ah, did he wrap up, did he? He was playing over at Digby's, wasn't he? Last I checked. I think he was, yeah. Put another one there like that, and then we'll have both of them wrap around if we can. Yeah, and potentially have them go around like that. Each, yep. I'm liking it so far. So far, so good. I will have to have like little side entrances into their abodes. Be nice. Could even have them like that, and then just leave them open. It doesn't even need to have a gate. Why don't I just do that? Actually, probably look a lot better. Let's see then. Up here. Down the side like that. Yeah, I probably don't even need to have them closed off. I could probably have them open. I reckon that would look really cool. But how are we doing for fish then? Are we getting any kind of like positive? I mean, there's good amounts of fish in the houses. Potatoes there. Potatoes there. And fish and potatoes in there. I think on its own, the fishing hut isn't going to be enough. I think it will need a supplement. The problem is I don't have enough people to create like any kind of supplements. Like there aren't enough people in the village to make a supplement like that happen, which is a bit of a bother. But again, what can you do? Nothing really. Awesome stuff. Brilliant. Yeah, so far so good. Not much going on as of this moment in time. Everything all getting hammered away. These little yards and plots of land and shacks getting built in, which is great. Awesome stuff. Liking it so far. You probably should focus more on getting food production, really, unless you want Mother Siberia to reclaim these lands. It's very true. It's very true. I should probably focus on getting some more food production. Although the problem is that I don't have anybody capable of getting more food production. Like, the fishery is probably going to be the best thing I have for the moment, and I can probably survive off of the fishery for a time. It's just tricky. Very tricky. Like, I don't have enough villagers. I don't have enough people that are capable of moving out to create more villages, so unfortunately what I see is what I get. A gatherer's hut might have been a better way of doing things, but the fishery was by no means bad because we've had a very favourable seed. We get all of these little houses and constructions getting built, which is fantastic. Some stuff. Very, very nice. Awesome. So far, so good. Liking this a lot. Just a couple of, yeah, just like a little, like, sort of almost like a backyard type area. I'm liking it. Liking it a lot. If I tried to build like a country road there to take me home, I could potentially have a gate that goes there. That would look fantastic. Okay, let's do that. Oh, actually, look, would have this the little road come down the side of the house though. That would look all right. They'd build that for me, wouldn't they? And they would. Fantastic. Yeah. At the minute, I'm just relying on the output of the fishery. That's all I can do. And then we'll go from there. Things like wild mushrooms and herbs are growing here for the forester's work, which is excellent. Let's see, how am I going to go about putting this in? If I put that there, put this here, put that there, potentially get a gate put in with an edge. Here, that's a right angle. Potentially have to have the gates. I want the gate there if I would. Let's see here. Remove buildings. And that's a corner. And maybe I can get that put in. Maybe that will look nice. Gotta get somebody to come and disassemble it. Might take them too long, I hope. Firewood's doing great. Actually, Firewood's doing very well, all things considered. Fence stream? Take them to the bank, it's true. If I remember correctly, the hunting blind, or something named like that, is fairly good yield with just one worker. Right. Have a look then. The hunting blind. Hunting blind, build a pull upon the water's edge. Disguised hunters can catch ducks and other water animals. Fantastic. Oh, look at that. Do they just run out and grab them? I don't know. Beautiful, though. The water's edge. I guess they theoretically use like bows and arrows and stuff, don't they? I suppose it'd be nice. A hunter's blind. Interesting. Need plenty of reeds. Which I have, apparently. Somehow. Stick the hole in that fence. But we're really here for the fences. That's why we're here. I'm literally the worst type of person. Have that there. Can't have it there. That. Not going to let me build. I built that there. And then I can just leave that as a gap. I don't even need to put a fence. That'll do. What about it, right? Okay. So, awesome. Oh, makes me a happy man. Love this shit. Love this shit. Awesome. Nice. Tell Q to get a gun. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, okay? Coming soon. Okay. Iron Tools is starting to sort of wane there. The fish production starting to make its way nearly every house. 31 fish there. The actual fish output is pretty good, by all things considered. Like, I'm liking it. I'm liking where it's going. Curious stuff. I'm giving it too much thought. I'm definitely giving it too much thought. But again, unfortunately, I can't get another source of food unless I choose to shut down the fishery for a while. Let's build that hunter's blind. Let's do that. Reeds there. Could build the hunter's blind off this way. I feel like this would be better. Nice to build it off this way. Let's do it. Let's build a hunter's blind here. Raw food, hunter's blind. Just build it like just here on the corner of the water. 20 reeds, 25 logs. Should do very nicely. Firewood is at tippy top capacity, which is great. We like to hear. Awesome stuff. And then in terms of building the walls and stuff around here, how am I going to go about this? Need to obviously get situated on the side there. Would have them build out there. No idea. That. Why would I do that? Why would I do that over something else? Potentially have it as like two separate driveways. Interesting way of putting it. Potentially have that come up to there. But I'd want this one, wouldn't I? Ooh. Suddenly the plot thickens. I have it to there. And I wouldn't be able, there'd be no way I'd be able to get a fence in there. Then it would leave a gap. And I don't like gaps. That would be flush over to there. Put a right hand corner in. Not even the right corner. That's the right. Oh. It'll suddenly get very We'll potentially do that. That would get it to line up. That would get it to line up nicely. Fence turn. Okay, let's do that. Get a fence turn in. Okay, fence gate in. Just next door to that. So, pretty sure that will work nicely. Have a small sort of side gully coming around. Fantastic. Soil road. Oh, makes me happy. Makes me a happy man. Awesome stuff. Right then. Cyanide is hosting. Oh, right. Bloody hell. Thank you, Cyanide. If you are hosting, sir. Thank you also to Steel Bear Punch. Did miss your sub, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, so far so good. Just building our little colony here. But ideally do with more logs, but the output of the forester has waned somewhat under the fact that there are not enough people to go around. Last of the building needs to be done. Assembling that in good time. What I ideally need to do just build a little into storage. Storage cellar would probably be much. priceless. Storehouse and a half. Jesus. Okay. No, nothing like that. Bit of lean-to. Lean-to storage. Edible. There you go. It's just like a set of crates next to where the food is. Just have them like there. Yeah, just have it like there. Just as a place to store food, which would be fantastic. The best fences on Twitch. Thank you very much, Yordle Menace. I appreciate it. Been a long time in the making. I'm glad you're appreciating them. They are the best fences on Twitch. Almost exclusively here. I have a few more trees, like. Get the forester to replace them, so it's not that big of a deal as long as we grow back what we're cutting down. So awesome shit. Okay, it's just totally cosmetic, not even functional. Not even functional. Do you know what? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it functional. I'm gonna put decorative town decoration. This small cart. I'm gonna put a small cart like just look at that, just there. Small cart, just there. Beautiful. But you know what? No, get rid of that. Because looks like there's a load of different designs of small cart. Let's put like a decent design of small cart in. Have a keg. Have look at all that. Ooh, I like the keg. You know exactly what it. That one looks good. I don't know what that is. Looks like a giant golden bullet. Let's do it. Put that there. Okay. What can we do? Crate. Many crates. Love it. Decorative logs. Have some decorative logs in his garden. Oh, Jesus. Could you stop knocking things off the... Leave that there. Like, I've having to put like a little book over the power button just because the cat keeps touching the power button on the PC. It's to stop the cat from knocking the damn power button over. Oh yeah, look at that. And have like a little... Oh. Oh yes. Oh, that, oh yes. Fantastic. Oh, I love the attention to detail. Oh, it's amazing. I'm in love. Okay. Let's see. So we'll put that down there. Oh, it's just the best. But I'm slipping into a coma, chat. Right. Let's see. So we had all of that. We had the carts and stuff. Decorative log. Look at that. You can put that there. Put a small pile of decorative logs down. Like that. Just next to it. I think that one's probably going to be better than of that one, and then wait, that one, not that one. Just have that one. Pause that one. This, or that one. Have the good one there. What would we have next to it? What would he have next to it in his garden? A rock. A rock. Decorative logs. Food's a problem. People are starving to death. But decorative log. Fantastic. Hunter's blind. I don't really have enough people to be working that. Let's... No, firewood's good. Let's drop that. And then let's get someone in here then. So a hunter's blind. Fantastic. This place should hopefully be built soon. And then we'll be good to go from there. So shut down work in there. Hopefully we'll get a decent hunter's blind going. Try not to backseat game too much, but the tools are running low and you could use one of the really cheap blacksmiths. Without tools, production decreases quite a bit. Those fences won't get built without some solid hammers. Now he's putting it in terms that I can understand. Fafri knows that I'm here to build fences. So that's he knows what's up. Nice campfire there. Oh, bench. Have a bench in his garden. An old fart. Oh, I love it. Oh yes. I'm in love. I'm in love at the moment. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, the decoration's just awesome. Okay, how long have we been going for? We're going for sort of the 2-hour mark there. We forgot more fences. I'm going to have to probably nurture this at the start of the next stream because I need to go and feed the cats and everything. So I'll probably leave that there for now. Mr. Trump would be proud of our fences. He might well be. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, folks. Hopefully you've all enjoyed this little bit here. What does Jane say to having to share your love with fences? It's true. Host Andy T90. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I just joined stream, Pepe Hands. I'm sorry, Lord Walrus. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in today. I apologise about my obsession with fences, but it is, you know what I mean. It is founded on an important notion. So I'm going to call that there for now. Thank you everybody for tuning in. As I say, I'm going to choose somebody to be worthy of your time this afternoon here. In fact, let me just make sure the game has saved. Let's have a look. Save, and then we can just quit to desktop because tabbing in and out of the game is a bit weird. But we'll leave that there. Picket fences are an American staple. It's true. Nice. Okay, so let's see who else is on this evening here. So we've got Dinklebeans from Eagle. Okay, Andy, so let's see who else. Voice, don't like it. Yeah, let's have a look then. Who else is on? So we got fucking Andy T90 playing Destiny 2, which is nice. We've also got Smeagol on from the looks of things. Have a look here. ZF Clan. Let's see if there's anybody else from the depths of hell playing. No, it's just Smeagol and Yuki and myself on for the moment. Yuki be streaming too. See you later there, Top Wrong. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll go and heckle Andy T90 at Catler's request. So this, yeah, as I say, he's playing Destiny 2 at the moment. We will go and heckle him in a big way here. So get your heckling faces on. I don't know what your heckling face is on. I tend to just get chat to spam SM or because we run in for Kuberk. Andy's gay. Make sure to tell him. No, you can't tell him that. You've got to be Twitch friendly. He is not a heterosexual. Yeah, that's what we're telling him. All right. Fantastic. So, thank you very much. Spam E. We could also do that one. So, thank you very much, everybody. This is Andy T90. And, yeah, Andy's not gay. Exactly. So, see you in a bit. And I'll catch you tomorrow for hopefully some more streams. So, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.